What's up YouTube, it's QWKz here and I'm coming to you with tutorial number 4. So yeah, today's tutorial is going to be just a couple of tips on different things, like a lot of things that people don't usually do tutorials on but will help a lot in just minor editing. I'm just sorry, well, that's a weird hiccup. I've just figured out to do this like properly now. That's not the actual effect, so I'll just quickly. So what I figured out to do is this. So if you want a tutorial on this, then go ahead and say in the comments. If I don't get any comments, then I won't do it. Well, it's a very good transition. There's other ways of using it as well. It's not just. So yeah, if you want to know how to do that, just request and I will do it. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to do many things today, like fading out and in clips, fading in music and sounds, and loads of different little things that you can do in here that not many people do tutorials on. So let's just say you have a clip in here. Oh yeah, thank you for the BG, Callum. Go ahead and sub to him. He's a very underrated background maker, as you can see. He made this for me, just finished it today, or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty sick, and he's also going to make me an icon whenever it's ready as well. Yeah, I think that's so I'm going to get a clip. What am I doing? Yeah, we'll use single triple high res. Right. So to fade in a clip, like so it doesn't just come in like, so it doesn't just out of nowhere like and then end like just straight away goes away like that. What you can do is, if you fade offset here, if you just come over to the end of the clip top corner, you get this little sort of arrow pie. I'm not sure what it is, but if you drag that just out a little bit, and that sort of fades out the clip, and it'll sort of go dark. Or like the longer you bring it out, the longer it'll take to fade, as you can see. Or if you want it to fade really quick, you can just pull it back. And the same with the fade in, and exactly the same with the volume. So you can sort of just turn this down so you can. Yeah, so as you can see, it fades in and out there, the sound. Another thing is the scope tutorial. Well, I'm not exactly a scope tutorial, I don't know why I just said that, but so it's not a transition, but it's sort of it's a good effect for a scope. So to do it, you're just gonna find a part where you're not scoped in on a clip. You can do this with other clips as well, like using the same technique that I'm gonna do now, but you find a bit where you're not scoped in, let's just say there. So let's just split there, and then you find a bit where you are scoped in, well, just as you're about to shoot, and then split, delete in between. Then what you've got is just that. So now what you're gonna do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can go from 8 to 15. Like 8 is probably the minimum, and 15 is probably the maximum to go, because it'll look weird if you do it anywhere else. So I'm just gonna go with 10. Split, event effects. Come over to the cookie cutter, add OK. Drag the timeline to the end and put the size to 240. What that'll do is you'll get that scope effects that everyone uses nowadays. There you go. And it's better if you sing it to music and stuff like that. And yeah, so that's one thing. Now, also, I'm just going to drag in a song quick, so you know how to do this. To make make music sound muffled, should I say, sort of underwater or something like that. So I'm just going to quickly mute this. God damn it. And we'll go from there, just say there. Split, so you split where you want it to go underwater. So So you want to split each end where you want the sound effect to actually happen. Once you split it, the bit you split, right click it, go to apply non-real-time effects and go to equalization. Now I haven't actually tried all these yet, but there's some really cool stuff in here that hasn't probably ever been used before, that's no one's been bothered to try. But if you just click on some of these and test them out, there's some really weird stuff in here that you wouldn't expect to be on some Vegas or whatever. But, fucking hell. I shit myself then. That's just, you can mess around with these. Obviously I can't turn it up because it's going to be really loud if I press play. So you just play around with these on yours, bass, mids. It's better if you kind of keep these two up as normal and put the treble down. Then you sort of get the underwater sound there. Yeah, that's how to do that. So all these little things will always come in handy and they're very effective. Also, the JDL thing I've been working on is literally finished. I've got like a couple of seconds more to do. That should be out later on today or possibly tomorrow, depending on render times and upload times and shit, because it's like 5 minutes long. And no, it's not. It's like, well, it's sort of around that area. It might be when I finished it. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, that's how to do the underwater effect sound sort of thing on there. Other little tips as well to do with gun sounds. I've seen a lot of people do this with gun sounds and it sounds horrible. I've never actually told anyone like specifically like, oh, sorry, your gun sounds, it sounds horrible, because I feel kind of harsh because they're learning as well as everyone else, so I kind of let them down. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a freestyle edit soon. Well, not a freestyle, a chilled edit to these two songs. If you don't know what they are, YouTube them and listen to them because they are sick and they're proper like chilled out dubstep and drum and bass. So I'm going to do one to them eventually because I've just got After Effects. Yes, good news. Black Ops. What am I doing? Edit. So I'm just going to use Modern Warfare 2 Intervention for an example. Oh, hello. So I'm going to use these two for example because I've seen a lot of people. This is not just picking on people because of this, but it's just sort of a tip. So if you're going to use like a gun sound, like some people turn it up too much and it sounds like people use it as if they take the cock out and that sounds weird. So you're just left with that and it sounds really horrible. Yeah, so that's what people use it in, and they turn it too loud and you can hear it so much over the music, like, and it sounds horrible, and I just really dislike it, and I hate it. So if you are using like gun sounds that you've downloaded, I usually don't. I just take them out of the gameplay and split them and like turn it up on a different layer and stuff. I don't usually use these because they just, how I've just said, like without the hit marker sound it sounds horrible. But the only reason I would use them if I can't get the other sound, the hit marker sound. So obviously if you're going to use them, don't turn them too loud so it goes with the music, not too loud. Plus don't split it halfway in, like I saw something today, I'll show you in a second, like that. I've seen someone I watched an edit today and someone had the intervention sound like they had it slow motion, like every time. So I'll kind of try and show you how it went. Shit, where's the clip gone? Let's quickly. So what they did was they had slow motion before the clip, slow motion after, and they just put the little intervention gun sound right like that, and then they only put half the gun sound in, so it was like, and it's fucking horrible. I hate it so much, it just makes me cringe. If you're gonna use it properly because it just doesn't sound right. So like that's how they were using it, and it really isn't nice. If you're gonna like use the intervention sounds or use a gun sound, use it right. like, let's just say. So if you're going to use it, keep the other side of this gun sound and just slow it down and fade it out so it sounds better. So drag it out. Oh, here's another thing actually, this is another thing I can do. Slow motion. People like slow-mo clips and slow-mo music and leave it sounding like this. Oh, that is just like... No, listen. Yeah. Oh my god. It doesn't even sound weird, it just sounds proper fucked up. So if you're ever going to use slow motion, please when you slow mo it out, right click it, click on properties and lock to stretch and it'll sound okay. Yeah, it sounds a lot better already. You just haven't left it like... There you go. And that just makes it look a whole lot better. Not the best, but it's better than it was before. So yeah, I'll just show my render settings for the shit of it as well. Probably the best render settings around. And I've got this off someone else. See, I got these off Morph, I think it was. So you want the file type as a Sony AVC, MP4, MTTS AVC. Custom, and just put all the settings as I have here. I'll give you like 10 seconds on each page. You can even pause it and just do it yourself. So there's them, oh, well, MP4 obviously, and best. So you always want it like that. Okay, save it as a template, and then render. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just loads of different tips for people's editing, like learners and stuff like that. That's how you fade in and out clips. Another thing actually before I go, if you don't want to fade the clip out, like if you don't want any black, you don't want it to fade out like that. Just if you don't want it to go like that, so you don't want it to like fade out. Yeah, if you want it to be like if you want to another clip to come in at the same time, sort of, you don't want any black in between them, you just put them together like that, like not too far in, so you want them like, oh hello, let's just put them like that, and then what happens there is you get, fuck's sake, and you get that effect there where they sort of fade in together. You don't actually listen to this horrible sound. Oh god, makes me want to hang myself. Right, so yeah, next tutorial is either going to be on a scope effect, which I showed at the start. If you want that, go ahead and request it and I'll do it. Other than that, I'm going to do a CC lens tutorial in After Effects, which is sick. I'm going to be using it in my next edit I do after this. I'm editing 3 things at the same time here, so yeah, I'm going to expect a lot of things coming at the same time soon. So thanks a lot for watching. Go on sub Callum for the BG, and 13 minutes, my longest tutorial yet. And yeah, just request tutorials. See you guys later. One more thing, leave a like if it's helped.